Hey y'all, you've seen me the last few days with exactly the same hairstyle, exactly the same earrings, and exactly the same sweater. But the aprons are different. And here's the reason. I'm cooking a lot of dishes today. And I hadn't got time to go back there and change clothes for another dish. But I can't put all the dishes on one video because it'd be a couple hours long. So that's the reason. I just changed my apron so y'all will get to see something different. And I keep cooking. I've got to have 3 eggs for this dish, but I only want the yolks. I'm going to save the whites for my meringue, and I'm going to teach y'all how to make meringue. I'm going to put my yolks over there. If you get any yellow in your white, the meringue won't turn out right. So I'm telling y'all that ahead of time. Try not to break that yolk with all you do. Don't break your yolk. We're going to set this aside, let it get room temperature. And what we're going to make is chocolate pudding. It'll be so rich and good. Okay. I'm going to set my whites over there by my mixer, and after a while we'll make the meringue. But right now, we're just going to focus on the pudding. So y'all come over here beside me. What did I do with my rag? Here it is. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Let's make some warm chocolate pudding in this old cold weather. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to mix a cup of sugar, a half a stick of butter. Put it down here in the middle where when I turn it on, it'll get hot like that, okay? 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. This one is the dark chocolate. But just get regular cocoa powder is what you really need. 1, 2, and 3. Y'all do know cocoa powder's got a lot of antioxidants in it, don't you? You got to just stir that up with sugar now. Put your 3 egg yolks in it. Stir that up, and we're going to put some milk in there in just a minute. But not yet. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn that off right now because I got to put something else in here. I'm going to put some cornstarch in it. Now, the cornstarch and the egg yolk is what's going to make it thicken up a little bit, okay? This is so easy, y'all. Oh, my Lord, it's like it snowed in here. I'm in too big a hurry. All right, I'm going to put 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. 1, 2, and 3. Let me get out our milk now because we got to have milk in this or it won't be pudding, will it, y'all? Your children would enjoy having some good warm chocolate pudding on a day like this. All right, now I'm going to turn it on. And I'm going to mix just a little bit of my milk in there so everything will be mixed up, okay? And we're going to put 1½ cups, I think it is, of whole milk, and I don't have it. So what do we do when we don't have what it calls for? We use what we have. And I have reduced fat milk, which is not as good as whole milk, but that's what I've got. Pour just a little bit, y'all, in there at a time, or your cocoa won't mix. If you pour this whole thing of milk in there, you never will get it mixed up. When you get it all mixed up, the cocoa part, see right there? You got to mix that cocoa up in there. Boy, that is some dark chocolate. It said dark chocolate on there. I mean it's dark. All right, it's mixed up. The chocolate part is. So I can add the rest of the milk now. But please don't add all of it at once or you'll be in a fix, y'all. Okay. Okay, let's add our rest of our milk. Well, I've got it turned on medium heat now. But anyway, so this is what's happened. I'm doing all this on Sunday before church. But I'm going to serve it all at Sunday lunch. But I couldn't put it all on one video. In other words, I've got my cabbage casserole in the oven. I've got my sweet potato casserole in the oven. I've got my ham right here. And we're going to have this warm chocolate pudding for dessert. But I couldn't do it all in one video. I had to separate it up. So I just decided to put on a different apron. So y'all wouldn't have to look at the same apron every time. All right, I'm going to keep stirring this until it starts thickening up. And the egg yolk and the cornstarch is what's going to make it start getting thicker. Okay, it's beginning to get a little cooking now. Everything's blending real good together. The cocoa, the sugar, the milk, and everything. So now I'm going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm not dragging out all my... Y'all, please use your whisk to do this because it'll knot up. In other words, it's thickening up right now. So I've got it on 3. I've got it on kind of low. And when it gets thick, I'm going to pour it in our casserole dish. And then we will do our meringue to go on top. My mama used to make this pudding for us all the time. You need to keep you some cocoa mix. Not mix, but your dark cocoa. This says special dark, 100% cacao. All right, y'all, let me say this. I think you ought to look up cocoa and see about the nutritional value of it and the antioxidants that are in it. Chocolate's actually good for you. And I sure am glad. I love chocolate. And I use cocoa powder all the time. All right, it's thickening up. Let me turn you off until it gets ready to pour up, okay? I'm just going to keep stirring it. Okay, it's thick. Very thick. So I'm going to take it off the eye. I'm going to let y'all see it. I'm going to move you back just a little where you can see literally in the pan. Look at that. You see that, how thick it is? Look at that. All right, now when it gets like that, take your whisk and really beat it good in case there's any lumps in it. Okay, that's it. Let's pour it in our casserole dish now. Come on over here where you can see good. Oh. I'll sit you right there. Let me get the spoon out. Okay, let's pour it in our casserole dish. Now, wasn't that quick and easy? Look at that good pudding. Woo! Good old warm chocolate pudding. I could eat this whole pan of this stuff. So get you some milk and sugar and vanilla and eggs, little cornstarch. Spread that around now, like that. And we're going to make our topping now to go on it, our egg whites. Because this has just got egg yolks in it, okay? Who gets to lick the spoon? Me. That is so good. Pour a little water in there. All right, let's get over here now and make our topping, my meringue. Let me pull my meringue out. Look at there. About got it gone. That is so good. It really, really is. It's delish. Oh, that water feels so good and hot. I love it. Okay. Get you right here. All right, let's get out our egg whites. Okay, this is our 3 egg whites right there. That's 3 of them. It really does good if you have them at room temperature, but my room is so cold in here. I've got the heat set on 65. So it's really not room temperature. Remember, if you get any yellow in here, it's not going to do right. So be careful when you're separating your yolk from your whites. All right, put your white in there like that. Turn your mixer on high speed with this kind of thing on it. If you have a little hand mixer, that's perfectly all right. I'm going to be getting some sugar out. I've got 2 tablespoons of sugar. Now, some people put a little vanilla in mine, but I never have. I like it just with egg whites and sugar. That's all I like in mine. All right, that's as fast as it can go. We'll just stand here and watch it. Get us some exercise while it's doing it. We need to move around, don't we? This is a pretty little apron, isn't it? Says, hey, y'all. Got fancy flowers all over it, fancy lace. All right, it's beginning to, you want to do it till it peaks, and then put your sugar in. Don't put your sugar in before that. It's coming along, too. All right, let's look at it. All right, it's peaking, but not, I wanted a little bit more. Get me a spoon over here. So we'll have it ready. I'll wash it off. This is the one I licked. All right, I think it's about there. Let me show you. See that peak on the end of it? Can you see that? See that? How it's peaking. Well, it's time to put our 2 tablespoons of sugar in. Leave it going on high. We just want to mix it in there a little bit now, not much. All right, that's all it is. That's how you make meringue. Isn't that easy? You can't, some people do put cream of tartar and vanilla and all that stuff in it, but you do not have to. I like it just like this myself. Come on over here, let's put it on our warm chocolate pudding. All right. Yeah, I can. All right, let's put it on there. It's hot. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't turn you around, did I? I'm sorry. Let's put our chocolate. I didn't look to see. Do you know what? It's amazing how much meringue you get with just 3 egg yolks. I mean, 3 egg whites. I'm going to go over there now and clean this up. Because I'm fixing to go to church here in just a little bit. This is my last thing to cook. Unless I do my cornbread. Okay, take that and spread it around. All right, and here's what you do. Make sure you touch the edge so it won't pull away. And you're going to stick this in the oven, a low oven, until it browns. Or you can turn it on broil, put it on broil, but let me tell you this. You better stand right there and you better not leave it. Just keep peeking or watch it because it'll be burned before you can say Jack Rabbit. Okay. There you go. There's your warm chocolate pudding. Make you a few little peaks in it so it'll be pretty. Okay. That's good too. Let me stick it in the oven for just a little bit. It's on 350, so I'll put it in there and let it get kind of brown. And then I'll show you how it looks, okay? Okay, it's brown. Let me look. All right, here's your meringue. I had it on 350 degrees, and I don't know how long. I just stayed in here and swept the kitchen floor and tried to wash a few dishes while it was doing. So this is your warm chocolate pudding. Everybody will love it. If they don't, something's wrong with them. Something is bad wrong with them if they don't like this. So, it's easy, it's quick. If you want your pudding not quite as thick as I had mine, then add a little bit more milk. Just a little at a time till you get it just like you want it. There's really just nothing to it. Matter of fact, you probably have all the ingredients in your house right now to make this. If you don't, then you need to make sure you keep those ingredients all the time. If somebody comes in, you can just always serve them this. Y'all have a great day. You know I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Okay, I got to leave for church. So I just want you to see what we've got today for lunch. We're going to have the sweet potato casserole. Let me cover it back up. We're going to have sliced ham. Cover it back up. We'll have the chocolate pudding. Warm chocolate pudding. Can't cover that up. Now, I've got, let's see. This is a cabbage casserole that I made for somebody that can't eat gluten. And this is their topping. I made them because they can't eat gluten. So we've got that fixed right here to the side. And then let me get out my the cabbage casserole for the rest of us. Whew, hot. I'm going to leave this in a warm oven while I'm gone. And I covered it because I knew it was going to have to cook a long time. Right here, I didn't cover it tight, so I just laid it on top. Here's the cabbage casserole. Doesn't that look good? It's going to be delicious. All right, so I'm going to turn my oven off. And I'm going to put all this stuff back in there on an off oven just so it'll stay hot till I can get back for lunch from church. And I've got some I've also got us some cranberry salts in the refrigerator. I like cranberry salts during the winter just to eat with your meal because you can't find any good tomatoes, that's for sure. We just put this in here and that'll keep it good and warm. All right. Whew. Let's go worship. Bye-bye.